We are right here for you in the enormous Mall of Berlin, getting the unique and special chance to present the innovative Tesla Cybertruck to you quite exclusively. And I'd say let's not beat around the bush. You check again if you're part of the electric entry community. If not, we'd love your support with a subscription. And now, let's get started with the unveiling of the brand new Tesla Cybertruck right here in Europe. And as always, we start from the outside, starting from the front, and take a look at this brutal front section of the Tesla Cybertruck, where you can clearly see this upper continuous LED light strip. An innovative design viewed as quite divisive, sparking considerable and engaging debate. How is it actually with this car and its sharp edges, with the pedestrian protection, and also connected to that, whether it even here in Germany and in Europe once it gets approved? We would be absolutely delighted if it works out, because it is, I truly believe, a pickup of a very unique and special kind, which also includes its uniquely designed LED headlights down here that hopefully might possibly be able to be achieved later on with advanced matrix technology. Yes, the Cybertruck is a massive pickup. You can see that here with big, chunky, robust wheels. Stefan, did you find out how big these things are? No? I think it says somewhere down here, but I can't make it out from this angle. You're observing tough, durable rims then, of course, with tires specifically designed to provide some significant off-road capability. A highlight here is this windshield that essentially extends from the front of the vehicle all the way up to the roof height. And when Stefan pans over to me, I'm 6 feet 1 inch tall, which means the Cybertruck feels like it's roughly 6 feet 3 inches high and already has right here before the B-pillar. Its highest point, Tesla has thought of many design features as fitting here for the Cybertruck. I truly believe triangular side mirrors are very cool indeed. They have omitted door handles here, actually. You have essentially the advanced touch function here that enables you quite conveniently to open the door accordingly. And it features a sloping roofline here at the back, which then smoothly transitions into the bed of this particular pickup from here on. Yes, indeed, this certainly does feel exactly like stainless steel, much like a very solid metallic object. But it too, indeed, has more than adequate strength. After all, it's been shot at numerous times, and Tesla even boldly claims that to a certain degree, it's designed to be somewhat bulletproof. Yes, we're moving to the rear end. This is, for all pickup fans, the cherry on top. It's really about loading. It specifically concerns space, and we definitely have suitable options for that. You can load the Tesla Cybertruck with significantly more than a ton of payload. The car itself weighs about 3 tons in the base, depending on battery size, and it will be available either as purely rear-wheel drive, all-wheel drive, or as the Cyberbeast, where it even has over 800 horsepower, handles like a sports car, yet it all comes in a massive, incredibly spacious SUV with over 570 meters in total length. Here we have an integrated blind, which can also be lowered to securely protect the loading area. Another feature that not many pickups inherently possess, and where the Cybertruck, I believe, truly shines at its best. Let me demonstrate to you how this innovative method works with the roller blind. It looks just absolutely fantastic, as you can so effortlessly and effectively protect your luggage against the harsh wind and inclement weather like that. It is exactly 19 feet long and also more than 7 feet wide. That's, of course, a size that we have hardly ever encountered on German streets before, except maybe for a few significantly protruding side mirrors. And he's supposed to be 1.79 meters tall. Doesn't make sense since I'm 1.85 meters tall. But you have the option to adjust the Cybertruck's height by 40 centimeters with the air suspension accordingly. Currently, he's at his highest point and of course has a corresponding water depth there. To skillfully navigate through the challenging off-road terrain or even across wide flowing rivers. What he also has, to prevent the 5.79 meters from becoming a turning circle obstacle, is a rear wheel steering, where you then have the opportunity to naturally reduce the turning radius through the rear wheel steering, or also to better navigate tight passages off-road. A frunk, a front trunk compartment, is a distinctive feature uniquely attributed to electric vehicles, providing additional storage space. And this is just the size here that almost my golf bag could fit in, right, Stefan? Definitely, that's really awesome. It opens electrically either through the app or via the display. And of course, that opens up too, closes electrically. Guess where the charging port opens? Yes, of course, I do see it. I mean, with Tesla, it's quite typical, rear left on the driver's side. And they've managed to integrate it really wonderfully nicely, I think, right into the fender here. That's, of course, the American version, but it should also be able to charge with up to 250 kilowatts. Three-phase AC 11 kW at the domestic wall box or at the public charging station. And then probably in less than 30 minutes, it's battery pack. Recharge fully once more. No exact details on that either. I reckon it's got approximately 120 to 140 kilowatts on board. And when we're discussing the topic of bidirectionality, here you'll also discover 220 volt and 240 volt outlets where you can draw up to 9.6 kilovolts. So this is again about this vehicle to load, which we previously knew beyond 3.6 kilovolts possible. I think we've shown you everything on the outside. Now let's take a look inside the Tesla Cybertruck. And first things first, let's do the window check. Here we have a thick, fat double glazing, which means a thick pane connected to a thin pane with a film in between. So we might assume that it also has really good noise insulation. Yeah, the door paneling is typical for Tesla. We have it here in a very, very nice color mix of black and white, even though we don't have white seats, but black ones instead. But there, I have to say, Tesla has really changed for the better in a big way. Everything softly cushioned. We've got some nice ambient lighting in here. Lovely white faux leather. Here too, a nice Armani pad. The necessary switches for the window controls. The door opening and an emergency release in case the electric door opener fails. In the pickup, we need large storage spaces. We've integrated that here in the Cybertruck as well. This can fit a large bottle of water for when you want to work and plan to work from the car. That you catch everything, but much more fascinating than the door panel is the interior, right? I'd say we really should take a more detailed look inside the Cybertruck. Welcome to the interior of the Tesla Cybertruck, and I would so love to just start driving to share a driving review with you, but unfortunately that's not possible here. You've seen the short front end, but with what I think is a large frunk, and then the rest of the car goes deep into here, where we have this elongated A-pillar, and then back here to the highest point. Simplicity is indeed the core foundation of Tesla, but please look, Stefan, there is absolutely no yoke steering wheel present here. Flattened top and bottom, ensuring maximum panoramic view here. And with such a gigantic car, it's truly very impressive indeed. Plus, of course, the exceptional support we have come to know from Tesla's advanced cameras. Yes, Cybertruck wouldn't be Cybertruck if it had such a cyber rearview mirror too. I must say I really like it a lot. The only thing I might possibly miss as a typical German would be perhaps an additional information display for the driver. Or well, a head-up display not offered by Tesla may become available through vendors, letting you upgrade your vehicle with this tech. Instead, what we have here is indeed a very massive, I think it's either 16.9 or it could possibly even be 21.9, a sizable infotainment display where you can basically control all the vehicle's functions, where we, of course, also have the large navigation system with a fast processor. And that's what I really like about Tesla. You just press it and it navigates through the menu structure. I've demonstrated that point to you across various videos, where everything seems to run quite smoothly indeed. That's state of the art, and that's insane. And there, Tesla is currently, in terms of software, I believe, in every case, including speed, miles ahead. And there, we kind of have to measure ourselves against it. Yes, what we're usually familiar with from the Model 3, Model Y, and other Tesla models is essentially the inductive charging surface. It's slid into the middle here because Stefan will show you again later. Up front, of course, we've got a pure electric pickup, offering loads of space for bags, for luggage. We've got the induction charging pads here, two of them driver and passenger side. That's awesome. We've got two cup holders here, and then essentially a significantly larger, gigantic storage compartment with a double layer where you can comfortably stash all sorts of various items and stuff. What the Cybertruck also has, of course, are all the functionalities through the autopilot with the distant goal in mind. At some point, maybe not just in America, but also gradually achieving full self-driving in Europe as well. Because Tesla, after all, sees its future in the fully autonomous sector. Yes, this is the highest point of the car, right above my head. My seat's in the back, down low, got some futuristic. Sun visors are carefully integrated with this enhanced dual option feature, which you can also easily click out, so it's magnetically resolved. So this means we have a magnet here for attachment, and truly we've got this lovely microfiber material. I almost said it's Alcantara. And that's just the new value, I think, with Tesla, which we've already noticed across several different models. And then from here to the back, proceed through it, once again, a giant. Large glass roof, which of course has the appropriate sun protection. But where I'd really love to have a blind, or Stefan, yeah, that would be nice. Otherwise, we'll end up with that effect again, like we had back then in our Tesla Model S Performance, where we somehow have like a reversed hot plate on the dashboard in summer, right? Yes, with my few hairs on the head, it really burns quite a bit. Yes, indeed, what a wonderful car. I was never ever a fan of... Pickups, correct? No, truly. You've never been, right? Yeah, but this Cybertruck, it's infectious. And it's that interior design where I'm just like, wow, that's as good as it gets. Storage for all bags. And then, we have this incredibly gorgeous center console, which admittedly we can utilize for numerous functions. Here, essentially hidden behind the screen, we've got another glove compartment, also high quality. Matt's the Cybertruck logo beautifully set into the stainless steel. That's quite a highlight, right? Yeah, that's a fact, huh? And where I really must give abundant praise to Tesla is for the consistently improving quality of their seats. You see, this is all synthetic leather, but it's nicely perforated here. That means we have heated seats, we have seat ventilation. I also hope that seat massage will be added at some point. And all that in such a sporty integrated seat, that's decent. Support in the thigh area, really good support in the knee area. It's almost like a sports seat level. Here, a shoulder pad, and then the integrated headrest right here to lean on again. So this is really great, and here goes the Alcantara, Stefan. Look, this is precisely how it should really be. All the way down here, because then the buckle won't rattle at all if you press it down exactly right here, see? Well, I really have to say, Tesla, things are definitely starting to get quite awesome with you folks. In the spaces, I must say, Tesla is becoming a car maker. I'm 6 feet tall. I've now lowered the Cybertruck right down to its lowest point. And now you can see the 5 feet 10 inches height that it matches up with my height again. What we want to try out is whether, with my fawn-like 99.9 kilos, I can fit in the back seat, or if I'll also bump my little head. What's cool, of course, is the button here again. The door opens easily. And then, this massive door. It almost feels like our vault door, doesn't it? Yes, it's absolute madness. Awesome indeed. The passenger seat is of course adjusted right up to the B-pillar, and I can actually get in here easily, and even the sloping roof didn't bother me at that particular moment. What sort of space do I possess in this Cybertruck? Please, feel free to check out my Maxus T90 video to observe how cramped it really is. Don't get me wrong, but in that particular Maxus, the rear quickly became tight. And of course, that's also an advantage of electric mobility, that we can make maximum use of space and room. The seat is adjusted to the B-pillar. I've got decent space here. Finally, a center armrest, which I also missed in my Tesla Model S back then. Nice with 2 cup holders, and now just look, Stefan. Here's also another very real infotainment screen where you can access all sorts of functions, up to watching YouTube and an episode of Driving Electric right here. That's just super awesome. And it's the future, isn't it? We don't even need those big, bulky rear seat entertainment systems that cost a fortune. Back here as well, we've got great quality. I can slide through wonderfully. I can never do that otherwise. And I think we fit 3 people in there, right? Simple, at least for a bit of a notably short distance. That's actually quite great indeed. What you also have, without exception, are 3 child ISOFIX attachments, so on the left, middle, and on the passenger side, allowing you to fit 3 child seats side by side. So, as you can see, the 7.2 feet width, it's not just made for the elbows, but also for the space conditions. Let's come to a final conclusion about the Tesla Cybertruck. And I must honestly say, I didn't expect a pickup to thrill and absolutely captivate me so much. The thing is simply striking. And here in the Mall of Berlin, I believe Tesla has achieved what they aimed to achieve. To demonstrate the innovative Cybertruck to the enthusiastic audience here in Europe as well. And of course, the question arises, will he come to Europe? Feel free to write your opinion on this in the comments. I know it, but I won't reveal it to you today. And with that, we've reached the end of today's video featuring the new Tesla Cybertruck. Thank you so much, Tesla, for generously letting us film him right here today. And of course, I hope you found this presentation enjoyable and informative. You've given the video a thumbs up. Feel free to drop your thoughts on the new Tesla Cybertruck in the comments. And if you really want it, just write it down in the comments section, because I firmly believe Tesla sort of reads the comments as well, if you want it. And otherwise, feel free to check again if you're part of the Simple Electric community. If not, we'd love your support with a subscription. And then we'll see you in the next video again. Stay healthy. It's soon. Your OLLI. Hey, Stefan, what's up? Did you know this one actually has a trailer hitch that can tow 5 tons? Please, could you tell me just how much? Exactly 5 tons? Well, I'd really say shout out to the Dutch. I believe any caravan would fit behind even a nice twin axle.